And Drake.
Here with your video notebook for our last 2 hours.
Masterclass with Jonathan Richard here in Denver, Colorado. So first we're going to cover the Whip It Good and what we went through. So there are many different versions of a whip, and I prefer to dance all of them. So I'm not looking for one way to do a whip. Where we should do some mechanics that make any whip really work better, yeah?
One of the things that I like to change about the whip is understand the 2 beat increment flow of the dance. If we have one base that we start with, we should probably fill that through all of our basic concepts. So within this whip, we have 3.5 steps this direction, and we have 5.5 the other direction. So I think of 1, 2, 3, and being this length on this side, and it finishes out that line for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you look at that, it should have a progressive movement to it. So if I did like 10 whips in a row, I'd fall out the window. Right?
So next we talked about leaders needing 1 lead per direction, send to receive. So what we did is we had you walk this whip by sending, letting go, receiving, and then sending to receive. It gets confusing to me when I get a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then again 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now,
So
if you're looking to
3
do a power whip, that's exactly the position you would use. 2, 3, 3 and 4 at the top of the whip.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're going to pop that, that would work. But we're talking about having a consistent whip so that I can feel the differences and changes if you're going to pop that whip. And a lot of people pop it all the time. Yeah.
Followers, we talked about your power being in 2 different directions or 2 different points.
Forward and back. The best place to find this is go to a flight of stairs. Walk up 2 stairs, back down 2 stairs. Up 2 stairs, back down 2 stairs. And you're going to find where I need your counterbalance ready to move forward and back. So followers, I recommended also that I don't think we put on is that my release of my hip is in relation. This is a moment I move through, not to. I wouldn't end my dance here unless my leader asked me to or I was wanting to hit something to the music. So when I weight my left foot on 6, I don't start releasing my hip until I actually look for my leader's release, and that's when I time it out.
Because you'll see the leaders on the other side, even if they're fast with this, the minute that they pick this foot up, that's what she starts
That's when I'm starting picking up my foot. That's when I
So
start
leaders, for
dancing.
us, I want to do the same thing. I want to be on top of my 6. So as I settle down and I start the direction for my follower, I have to settle and draw the same my follower has to settle and drive.
So I talked about that on the other side of the whip. 1, 2, 3, and I will allow that drive to drive me forward if the leader gives me the space. And then we talked about tracking your follower's whip.
Remember, when the follower is doing this alone without us, if she was just put her hands ahead of her, her arms and her shoulders would make adjustments relative to her stepping. All right, so leaders, I need to help facilitate that moment right there. I encourage this side of the body to step forward for the rotation. So I bring it in, 1, 2, I let it go back, then forward is what I'm aiming for within my middle part of my whip. Yes?
Yeah.
Our non-animation was a whip and close, right? Triple, we anchored, back 1, 2, hook and draw, down, line for the basic. Then we did 1 for close position. It was 1, 2, hook and open. 5, post the 6 leaders. Keeping extension here for 7 and 8. Drawing forward for 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. From the side over here, triple, anchor, whip, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run on by, run into sugar, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Moving on to our final class, which was our, actually everybody toss real quick. Toss real quick. We're back.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final class of the awesome day, and this was patterns and styling, yeah? Just
gotta
how
do
to
some
make it also agreeable with your partner. So this is what we did today for play.
We start out triple. We start our anchor. We loop the head for the 1, 2, over for the 3, diffuse tension, back into the 4, lift up for 5, and prep forward for 6. Draw back toward yourself with a 1-foot turn. Triple step for 7 and 8. Anchor 9 and 10. Sugar push. 2, 3, 4. Underarm turn, hand change leaders. Remember, set it onto the forearm, slide into place, ask above the eyes. Prep, pull from the bottom hand, release it, open the window, and this is where we get crazy. Over the top for the anchor. That's just the arms. One more time, leaders. We have left to left connection. Bring your follower in front of you. Open up the door. Put your hand underneath. Hand what's your hand that's in your left hand to your right hand, leaders. Then continue to turn inside. We do this with walk, walk, triple, triple timing. Left to left. It is walk, walk, triple step. triple step. And one more little secret that we had within this leaders was the draw through on the bicep that helps the follower encourage the rotation. 1, 2, 3. This is leading right here, leaders. This is leading the rotation. Then as we make the hand change, 3 and 4, anchor 5 and 6. On this side here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Triple, anchor, 1, 2, up, down, over, and she reappears on the other side. Anchor and sugar, 1, 2, 3, 4. Underarm turn, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Change the hand, ask above the eyes. 1, 2, over to the top. Spin them down line. 1, 2, pull and turn. Anchor across. 1, 2, free spin. Anchor. Kyle.
Sarah.
.com.
Thanks, everybody.